No, it was not by being consistent that I got my first 1,000 subscribers. Or my second for that matter. I actually did some things a little bit different. So if you want to know what those are, keep on watching. Around this time last year, I had 300 subscribers. I'm coming up on the anniversary of that date, and I thought that it would be really cool if I could hit 3,000. You know, 300, 3,000, but I'm gonna need your help. So even though I told myself that I was not gonna ask anymore, if you are not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to see if we can reach that goal or to see how close we can get. It took about 4 months from this date in April to when I actually hit 1,000 subscribers, which was on September 4th, 2020. If we go back to the analytics during that specific period, you can see that I was gaining small amounts of subscribers here and there, as well as losing some days. I was doing a lot of the things that you guys are probably doing now. So basic keyword research with TubeBuddy or vidIQ or any other keyword extension tool that you prefer. I was putting those videos out. I was looking at the analytics to see how that video was performing, but never really diving deep down into the data to see how it was affecting my overall channel, because the focus was more on putting out my next video or getting people to watch my previous video so that I could get some views. Then we get to this point and there is a jump in the amount of subscribers that I was typically gaining. They came from this video titled, I tried the get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube strategies. The only thing that I did different in that video that I had not done for all of the other videos was in the way that I shared that video out. On a whim, I decided that I was going to share that video to Twitter, which is a platform that I hardly ever promoted in. And when I was promoting on Twitter, I was usually using the share option directly from YouTube and leaving the default text that came with it and just hit like share at the end. But this time I decided to do something a little bit different and actually customize the text. So I erased what came by default and instead I wrote, I decided to put @RobertoBlake's tips for growing on YouTube to the test. If any small YouTuber wants to grow, make sure to watch my video on I tried the get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube strategies, see my results. A few minutes later, my phone starts blowing up with YouTube notifications. It turns out Roberto Blake had retweeted my tweet and he responded to it with the following. Dropped you a comment with my thoughts. Good job on the rebranding, which is one of the strategies, by the way. The before and after is a huge leap in presentation. Just be very mindful of your expectations. Think of YouTube like a sport. Nobody improves dramatically quickly at sports, music, or art. It all comes down to time, which is something that I think is very relevant to this day. But as I read that, I realized, oh my God, Roberto Blake watched my video and he left me a comment. His retweet had a couple of his followers going over to my channel, watching the video, leaving comments. This was a few hours after I had uploaded my video, and it was the first time on my channel that a video had ever had a mini blow up, so to speak. This was also when I understood how much of a social site YouTube really is. It clicked for me that because more people were watching and engaging with this new video, YouTube kept serving it up to different people. This was also the first time that I had tagged another creator on anything, and a large one at that. And because he saw it and shared it with his following, even though it was a following on an external site, it drove traffic to my channel, which then helped YouTube promote it to more people within the platform, which is exactly what I like about Drum It Up, which is one of the sites that I talked about in this video right here. With that information, I developed a whole new promotion strategy. I break it down in this video right here, but basically I started to make sure that within the first 24 hours after I uploaded a video, I was sending traffic to that video. I was also focusing on getting people to engage with the video. I knew that if I could achieve that, getting people to watch and to engage with the video on top of what I was already doing with optimization, that YouTube was going to push the video out to more people, increasing my chances of new people discovering my channel and getting them to subscribe. Now, I'm very much an introvert, but that tweet interaction with Roberto actually made me realize that I needed to be connecting with more creators. So as unnatural as it was for me to be social, I began engaging within the community of where my audience essentially was, which led to collabs. My first collab on YouTube was with Catherine Perry, and the second collab, which actually put me over the 1,000 subscriber mark, was with Annie Dubé. The collab with Annie supported surprised a lot of people. Here was my channel under 1,000 subscribers. I mean, not by a lot. By the time that I collabed with Annie, I had about 950 or so, but her channel at the time had around 60,000 subscribers. So a lot of people were like, how did you connect with this much larger, more successful creator, is essentially what they wanted to know. I actually had someone DM that to me. I answered the how in a video as well, but the takeaway is that it wasn't until I truly began engaging with people within my community, giving value, giving feedback, connecting with others, as opposed to constantly focusing on asking people to please go watch my videos or leaving empty generic comments on other people's channels as a proof that I had engaged, or, you know, to leave my name out there, that my channel really started growing in terms of subscribers. So it wasn't the consistency, because quite frankly, I was posting whenever I could. It was never on the same day, and it was absolutely never on the same time. It also wasn't the keyword research. Did those things help? Certainly, but the biggest difference came with the interactions that I began having with different people. This is something that I still practice to this day. I like to have conversations with you guys in the comments. You know that. And even when I go and watch your videos, I will comment as I watch, almost as if we're having a conversation. I was watching Adventures with the Ethingtons yesterday, and I think I must have left like 4 comments back to back, because every time I watched something on the video that got me excited, I was leaving her a comment. I think that this is something that also helps set me apart from other creators. Other creators respond to your comments because they know how important it is. But a lot of times you'll get a thank you or a one-liner and the conversation stops there. I don't do that. I mean, every now and then, yes, I'll go and I'll respond with a thank you if a thank you really is the best response, or if I've received sort of a generic comment like great video or nice tips. But if you take the time to write out a paragraph or a genuine comment or something that has like a conversational tone, then we're gonna have a conversation in the comments. And if you respond back to that, then the conversation is gonna keep going. And I've noticed that a lot of really successful creators, and I mean those that are constantly growing and getting subscribers and their videos get views, this is something that they do. It's essentially what Roberto did for my video. You know, he saw the tweet. He didn't have to go to my video. He certainly didn't have to leave the comment that he left. He could have just commented nice video, or he could have just left it at the retweet, but he took time out of his day to go to watch and to engage with me. A lot of times when you're engaging with people in this manner, where you're having like actual conversations, it'll spark curiosity within the creator to know more about your channel. I know that this is something that happens to me all the time. It's how I discovered Lexi from Fat Don't Talk, which, by the way, she is hilarious. I love her channel. If you get an opportunity to check her out, definitely do. But here's a question for you. How did you come across my channel? And are you subscribed? My second 1,000 subscribers were actually the result of a challenge. There is something about challenges that make people just want to be a part of them. And I knew that I wanted to share with more people everything that I had learned about promotion and driving views from external traffic, and how that could help push your channel forward. I also knew that there was no way that I was going to be able to consistently put out a video every single day. So I decided to host a challenge via email and via my Facebook group. This gave me an opportunity to be able to link back to my videos, driving even more views to my channel, which was just an extension of the promotion strategy that I was already using. This is a great strategy that anybody can use. All you have to do is think of a challenge that is going to be beneficial to you and to the people taking the challenge. It can't be one-sided. In the case of my challenge, I was going to be able to drive views to my videos, and it also helped me grow my Facebook group. But people that were taking the challenge were also growing their channels, gaining subscribers, gaining views. So they actually started spreading the word. They started sending people to the group, and they started sending people to the channel because they were getting something out of it too. I had people DMing me left and right wanting to join this challenge, get on my email list. It got crazy there for a while. So if you have a Facebook page for your channel, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you can create a group to attract the exact audience that you want watching your videos by creating creating a challenge. This is exactly what Bobo did, whom I just collabed with last week, and his challenge is genius. Bobo is a graphic designer who consistently gets high CTRs on his thumbnails. He was off YouTube for 6 months, and his channel, instead of dying, kept getting views, kept gaining subscribers. He was able to reach his first milestone, all because he has a good CTR. His challenge is to help you or help us increase our CTR by 1%. So he is playing to his strength. Yes, he'll be able to use his videos as training, which will gain him views, and he'll be able to grow his Facebook group, but we're also getting something out of it, understanding the design aspect so that you can get a high CTR on your thumbnails, which will then bring more views to your videos. I mean, let's face it, judging your own thumbnails is hard. You design them, so you like them, but there is such a thing as design best practices and color theories and the way people respond to different colors and fonts and placements. What better way to learn than from someone who specializes in that field? Maybe your challenge is about helping people take better pictures or saving $1,000 a month. Who wouldn't want that, right? Fitness challenge, decluttering challenge, explore your city challenge. The sky is the limit when it comes to challenges. So if you have been struggling to get your first 1,000 subscribers and you feel like you have been doing everything in terms of keyword research, promoting your videos, commenting on other people's videos, engaging within your community, then I want you to ask yourself first, am I commenting and engaging in the right community? Meaning where my target audience is actually at. Or am I promoting and engaging kind of all over the place? The second question I want you to ask yourself is, how are you commenting? Is it coming off as, hey, I watched your video, now come watch my video because I need the views? Or are you having actual conversations with people? And last, is there a challenge that you can create around your content? It doesn't even have to be a 30-day challenge. It can be a 3-day challenge. It can be a 1-day challenge. It can be a challenge to accomplish one thing. Anything. Don't forget about checking the data, doing your keyword research, and yes, even being consistent, whatever that may mean for you. That is how I got my first 1,000 subscribers and my second. For a more in-depth look at strategies that are going to help you gain subscribers, I'm going to go ahead and leave this playlist for you guys right here. I will go ahead and see you there. Bye.